a real pleasure to have with us Dave Sather, the president of Sather Financial Group. And you're also director of Business Bank of Texas.
Yes.
I'm curious, is that also a perspective into the financials that gives you? Can you give us a sense of perhaps more broadly speaking the industry when it comes to, for example, the commercial, some of the regional banks? Is that interesting?
To me it is. I had worked at a bank, and to me the banking business is intriguing. I think banks can be run to be very profitable. This was an opportunity to participate with some people that I really respected. It was the first time that we had seen a private placement to where the CEO, instead of asking for stock options, he wrote the largest check to actually put equity into it. And he was a 30-year banking veteran, and in order to run this entire operation, he was asking for a salary of about $80,000 a year. His ego was so modest. I had never seen anything like that. And there were some significant tax advantages to the way we structured the bank. It's an S corporation, which has pass-through advantages for the earnings and the expenses to the individual shareholders. So I think the idea was a very good one. Our timing couldn't have been worse. We started the bank in 2007. However, I've really got to hand it to the crew that runs it. It is the #1 performing bank in the country out of all banks that were started in 2007 on a return on equity basis. We have had 0 bad loans and no classified assets because of very stringent requirements. And that made us look very conservative when the mortgage market was still booming in 2008, and finally started to show some cracks, and people started saying, oh, maybe these guys know what they're talking about in 2009. So we've been able to continue to grow, but it's a very conservative trajectory. It is a profitable bank, but we only focus on businesses. So mortgages, that was never a business that we wanted to be in. And again, the CEO who came up with the idea, he said after being in the banking business 30 years that it's kind of the old 80-20 rule. 80% of your profits come from 20% of your clients, and those 20% are generally business clients. So let's just focus on the business clients, which made a lot of sense. So out of that, the economy in Texas is a lot stronger than it probably is anywhere else. We still see demand for loans. There's lots of demand for bad loans. There's lots of demand still for real estate loans. And I think sometimes because we're a smaller bank, a lot of times they think they can maybe pull the wool over our eyes. But we have continued to grow. We have lending operations all over the state now. We're a nationally chartered bank, so we can lend really pretty much anywhere nationwide. But it does give us pretty good opportunity to see how Wells Fargo is as a competitor. They're very strong. Bank of America has an awful lot to work through. I don't think Bank of America is nearly as much thinking about their future as they are just trying to fix what they've got. Whereas Wells Fargo is very much trying to think about the future. How do we cross-sell our clients? How do we provide our clients with more service and more products? So when I look at the competitors that Business Bank of Texas has, Wells Fargo is a very good one, but one that we're able to take a little business from too.